Hi, this is America's Pastor inviting you to stay tuned for the world's greatest boxing commentary. Now, he's often imitated, but never duplicated. I want you to put your hands together and give him some love as we welcome the one, the only, TDub.
And you already know who it is. It's your boy TDub, what's blazing the sports. Guys, I'm back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers every bit of this work. Shout out to my dog. What up, Pedro? What's going on, champ? Buckeye be in the building. Hey, bro, we got a good one, champ. Woo! Yeah. Ow! Got a good one. You know what? I feel like DJ Khaled. And another one. And another one. Let's get it. And we're going to make sure you two doing us right. Let's get it. You know, let me make sure YouTube ain't putting no okie doke on me. I think they are. Yep. I see the old okie doke. I see it. Oh, you two, you slick. Oh, you slick. You cold as ice, YouTube. Oh. I'm going to start calling YouTube Iceberg, a.k.a. Antarctica, a.k.a. Polar Bear. You cold as ice. Let's get it. America about to travel in the building. What it do, better yet, what it does. Listen, man, you knew I was going to come. Give you my input on this. You already know TDub was coming at it. I'm back. We got to talk about this, man. This is a big one. I didn't see this one coming. I didn't see it, guys. Listen, you can call me Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder. And I didn't see it. I didn't see this coming, guys. I'm telling you. Manny Pacquiao taking on Errol Spence Jr.? What? When? Where? I gotta be honest, man. I never thought Manny Pacquiao would take this fight. Reason being, because when Errol Spence Jr. beat Mikey Garcia, Manny Pacquiao hopped in the ring. Errol wanted it next. It did not seem like Pacquiao wanted to smoke. He didn't want the smoke. Pacquiao could have never been a Native American. He didn't want the smoke. He didn't want to hit that peace pipe. Now out of nowhere, out from the land beyond, the forgotten time, Manny Pacquiao is taking on Errol Spence Jr. Man down, guys, and you know what's crazy? I got a poll up, right? I put a poll. I'm going to take a look at it right now. I put a poll up, and I think the poll is people seeing this fight 50-50. Now, the real question is, how many people believe that it truly is a 50-50 fight? I'm going to check it right now. Let's see. Community tab. Let's see. If you ever want to vote on the poll, guys, just go to the community tab, because the latest one I put up there is Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares. Does Devin Haney need a knockout? Or do we only need to win by an impressive win? So if you somebody that said, listen, man, especially with what Lopez is doing and all these guys doing, some people say, yes, he need a knockout versus Linares. Some people said, not really. Listen, he's a boxer. He just need an impressive victory. Just basically school the guy. 53% says he needs a knockout. 29% says he just needs to win impressive. And 18% says he just needs the W. Now, let's get to the lesson at hand. Guys, so many thoughts ran to my head. Let me try to give it to you immediately, right? When I first saw this, the Manny Pacquiao announced he's fighting Errol Spence Jr. My mind was blown, but I knew it was true. And it wasn't much longer after that, Errol Spence Jr. announced it. So many things running in my head about the matchup. Remember, Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence Jr. both are southpaw fighters. Both. Manny Pacquiao at one point used to be an extremely heavy-handed fighter, moving up in weight and demolishing everybody he fought. But that type of power we haven't seen from Manny Pacquiao in a while. But still, even though it didn't have not shown that level of Miguel Cotto, Margarito type of power, he still beat a young Keith Thurman. Yes, Keith Thurman did 2 years layoff, came back and won against Jose Cito Lopez. But Manny Pacquiao showed us that even though he has fallen, he ain't feel that much. And guys, Vonnie Gamer says, poor Bud. Man, that's one thing that came to my head as well, right? Because we talk about Bob Arum. And Bob Arum said a long time ago that there was supposed to be a huge announcement for Terrence Crawford. And I believe he even gave us 1 week, right? A huge announcement for Terrence Crawford coming in 1 week. Guys, that's been about 2 to 3 months ago. We have not got a Terrence Crawford offer. So Sean Porter was off the table. He said that he don't think Virgil Ortiz Jr. is next. We all thought that Manny Pacquiao was next for Terrence Crawford. Think how crazy it is, all right? Manny Pacquiao said, listen, if it's a $50 million fight, give me 40, give him 10. In the building, D1, the only, the most beautiful. Poetic Kills in the building. What's up, sweetheart? How you doing? Always welcome. I continually check your channel. I'm looking for that live action. I'm looking for it. I'm like, you know what? Give me that fix. You know what I'm saying? Poetic, I ain't had my fix in a while. You gotta go live. You know what I'm saying? Give us that YouTube daily treat. So Terrence Crawford was supposed to take 10 million, but Pacquiao took 40. And the word on the street was like they was actually trying to make that work, right? And now, out of the blue, right? Listen, this is one of those that catch you off guard. Like, you know, just like, of course you were around it, but you didn't expect it to happen. It's like being at a golf course and you're looking at people right here and you get hit with a golf ball right here. Manny Pacquiao is one of those household names. Many people don't watch boxing, right? A lot of people that are not diehards, they don't always know every popular name. Now, it's boxing fans. We know Errol Spence Jr., Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Canelo, Liam Smith. Like, we know the household names and the names that are popular in boxing, but probably not quite household names. Manny Pacquiao is a household name. Manny Pacquiao is a living boxing, active boxing legend. Floyd Mayweather is a living legend in boxing, but he's not actively fighting and competing for world titles. Manny Pacquiao has to be somewhere around 42 years old, and he's taking on Errol Spence Jr. Porter Kell says, I'm coming to it. Hey, you come to it, I'm coming to it too. Let's make it do what it do. I'm ready. Let's go. Ow. Let me sip my tea. Now, guys, I gotta say this, man. People missed out, guys. Listen, Poetic, Bondi Gaming, Buckeye B, American Pass Travel. Remember, I told you guys, I said, listen, you guys come to the Canelo live event and you state in the chat room that you want your free shirt. You would have got a free shirt. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I tried to give one away. I didn't see it. I did not see it. I even stated one time earlier in my live too. I didn't see it, man. So you guys missed out, man. I had a free shirt. I got my setup right here. I was going to make it. I was like, okay, boom, boom, hit this, boom, shake it. Yeah, there we go. Package it, get it off. You know what I mean? I was going to, I announced it. And I didn't even do it for that fight. I announced that thing probably like as soon as they probably made the Canelo fight. It's about 2 or 3 months in some, you know, some even an odd video. So many videos I announced it. But let's get it. Let's get back at it, man. Let's get back at it. Vonnie Gabe said, didn't know. American Pass Travel said, smash that like button. Listen, I got a question for you guys. How do you see this Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr. fight? Who do you see winning? American Pacquiao said, "Let's run it back on that shirt." Hey, listen, I tried, man. You can go back and listen to that live stream. I said, listen, guys. I said, listen, if you are a moderator or if you are a member of the channel, just come in here, tell me you want. Listen, guys, I even had it up there. I even had like a my shirt thing up there. But I like, okay, all right, listen. I said, okay, you saved TDub some work. You saved me some work. You know, I had to get to work, make the shirt and all that, get the size. But check this out. Who wins this fight? Who wins it? And while you think about that, let me talk about it. Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence Jr. are both southpaws. I don't know if either fighter is used to facing southpaws on a regular basis. Typically, southpaw fighters fight a majority of orthodox fighters. But now they're fighting each other. And a very key thing in this fight, it's going to be the jab. Because a majority of their weapons that worked a high percentage of the time was against an orthodox fighter. Those shots now, the angles, everything changes. Cause you don't line up no more. You're not bumping foots no more. Now you're sitting opposite of each other. You're not bumping jab hands no more. With Manny Pacquiao's speed, would it be enough for him to get in and out on Errol Spence Jr. to win or possibly knock out Errol Spence Jr.? I don't know if he can knock him out. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. But can Errol Spence Jr. catch the senator, Manny Pacquiao? Can he catch him coming in? Manny Pacquiao has a bad habit. First, he started out cautious, but he takes chances. And when he jump in, it's not always at an angle. He jump in head first, shoot 100 bullets. Each bullet is meant to just lay you out. Each bullet, he's shooting them at you. Only one person was able to really capitalize on that. I mean, really capitalize on that. Juan Manuel Marquez. A lot of Pac fans act like Pac is 30. No, it's 42. It's 42. But I'm going to get to that. Let me see if I can keep my thought on this one. So, even when Manny Pacquiao fought Keith Thurman, he charged him in a direct line a lot of times, throwing high shots. Even with Adrian Broner, he charged Adrian Broner a lot of times with direct shots. Now, the good thing about Manny Pacquiao is that even when he charged you with them shots, when you're trying to duck and weave, he's watching you. He's still shooting hot shots at you. He's still shooting hot shots at you. Missiles flying by. Even Tim Bradley said, listen, he said, when you fight Manny Pacquiao, you know how some people, they might throw the first 4 shots with speed and the last 2 hard. He said, no. He said, every shot Pacquiao throw, every one of them, that he said they all have like that, I'm trying to get you out of there, like type of intensity. And he throws those shots. Keith Thurman did not do what Juan Manuel Marquez did. Slipped the shot, counter with a shot. Adrian Broner, a lot of times throughout that fight, Adrian was slipping, moving. He was doing good. He was doing good slipping for a while. For the first 6 rounds, he was doing good slipping. Like a transmission. He was doing good. Well, actually, it's doing bad. Your transmission slipping, that ain't good. That ain't good. And I got to be honest, man. Before TDub upgraded to cars that had transmission that also go drive and reverse, man, I remember I was driving, what was it? It was some kind of Cadillac. But it wasn't like, it was like an old school Cadillac, man. I'm talking years ago too. It was my grandfather's Cadillac. It had no brake. It had no brakes. Or whatever brakes was on there, it must have been down just to the shoes. Basically, when you push on the brake, you ain't finna stop anytime soon. No brakes. Did not go in reverse. So whenever I pass if I pass a block up by a step, I gotta go a whole nother block. And see, in order for me to stop, man, I had to put that thing in reverse. And I'm trying to cause there's no brakes, so I'm kind of tap it, right? Cause it's still grinding, trying to get it tap it, slow it down enough, putting that thing in reverse. I had to start a long ways, man. I remember one time I went to the store, and I got so good at driving cars with no brakes and no reverse. I thought I was good, cause I was driving it daily to the store, able to park. I was timing it right. I put it in neutral right, slowly tap it, hit the little curve right, and then every now and then, if I think I'm about to hit the building or something, I know it was wrong. I kind of throw that thing in reverse real quick and throw it back. But I really turned that transmission up there, cause give that quick jerk. I'm like, man, this transmission done. I mean, one time I was coming home, and I thought I timed it right, but I was coming in too fast. And too fast was probably like 4 miles an hour, cause my driveway was downhill, and I hit that thing right. And I'm daydreaming and stuff about what I'm gonna call this chick when I get in the house. Man, I hit that hill and it snapped to me. You driving, you just thinking, you just doing it, and it snapped to me like, holy snap! I gotta stop this car. Man, it was too late. I remember I hit the side of that house, like boom. My grandparents came out, man. It was mad at me, but I'm glad it forgave me though. He says, Vonnie Games says, a lot of Pac fans act like he's 30. You're going to see probably the best version of Spence you ever seen. Listen, though, man. Listen to me. This right here, even if it's the best Errol Spence Jr., I truly think this is about to be a... I'm telling you right now. Mark my word. For the first half of that fight, you're not going to have a clear winner. For the first half of that fight, you are not going to have a clear winner. For that first half of that fight, a lot of you are going to believe that Pacquiao is going to be winning. That if he hold it up, he can win. And a lot of you are going to believe that if Errol Spence catches him in the back end, he's going to win. I'm telling you right now, man. I'm telling you. I am assuming, because I have not seen Pacquiao fight since Thurman. And even though he fought Keith Thurman and he did look pretty good, he did not look like the Pacquiao of the past. No. Did not look like the Pacquiao of the past. But he still looked like a good Pacquiao. Good timing, good explosion. He had the ability to get in and out on a Keith Thurman that was not past his prime. Now, he wasn't the best Keith Thurman, because he took a 2-year hiatus somewhere doing God's know what, blowing a flute, raising up a snake. I don't know. He said, you could be right. But I'm telling you, because, see, the thing is, everybody wants to fight Manny Pacquiao. Keith Thurman did, Errol Spence Jr. did, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. Everybody want to fight Manny Pacquiao because they feel Manny Pacquiao is past his prime. He's a veteran that if they beat him, it first, not only would it increase their money, it also increased their star power and also give them leverage on any other fight because they beat a living legend. Mayweather's gone from their arena right now. If Mayweather's going to lose, he's going to probably lose to a YouTuber or something in an exhibition fight to where they would still try to hold it over to him and use that to not rank him as high in retirement of all time. They're going to use that if he ever loses. Me personally, I hope he doesn't lose. But me personally, I also hope he stops doing it. But hey, that's that man. If Manny Pacquiao can come into this fight with Errol Spence Jr. with the same, if he can bring the same that he brought against Thurman, because he's 42. He's 42. And remember this, guys. When he fought Keith Thurman, I think Keith Thurman hit Manny Pacquiao the most. It was something like the most he ever been hit with power shots. Is it that Pacquiao got hit with the most power shots by Keith Thurman? And he withstood it. Now, Danny Garcia, I believe, said that Errol Spence Jr. hits about 3 times harder than Keith Thurman. So I don't know if Manny can take those same shots. I'm just telling you, man, when this fight first start, I'm talking from the beginning, I'm gonna have goosebumps. I'm gonna have goosebumps. I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat because I know Errol Spence Jr. gonna come out. He gonna take the center of that ring and gonna have his hands right here. And Errol Spence Jr. is gonna come out looking to work that jab early, but also he's gonna be hyperactive with his awareness if something come back. You're gonna see him jab and you're gonna see him flinch. Some people thinking flinching is bad. Flinching is not bad. Flinching is a natural reaction to making a shot miss. Like to me, I always found that stupid in school, right? They say, "Oh, you flinch." Mother F, of course I flinch. Because if you really would have threw a real punch and I didn't move, I'd have been hit. Now I got to see if I can stand up and take it or I'll get laid out. I don't like them odds. I'd rather slip the shot, make you miss the shot, and come back with something hot. He said, I know what, Pacquiao better not decide to get old. Bro, if he get old that fight, he's getting stopped. If he get old that fight, he's getting stopped. Because I know that body shot is coming. Man. But see, here's the thing, man. Woo, this is what I mean. It's gonna get good. Listen, come here. This is what I mean why I said it's gonna get good. Because when they get inside and Errol Spence is digging to Pacquiao's body, Pacquiao is gonna get hit. Pacquiao is also going to be firing lethal weapons back at Errol Spence Jr. head. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, if them guys get inside, you are not just going to see a Pacquiao cover up and move to try to either catch a shot or get away. You're not going to see maybe every now and then, but there's going to be times when Errol Spence Jr. get close to him, that when Errol's trying to go to that body, Pacquiao is going to unleash to that face. Boop, 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 and Earl's going to get his shots off. He's going to get those. He's going to get his off. He's going to put that work in. But when he put that work in down there, and that hand is down here, Pacquiao coming up top. Guys, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I am only assuming Pacquiao is bringing the same level that he did against Keith Thurman. Now, he hasn't fought since Keith Thurman. And boxers don't get better with time. Boxers don't. And I gotta say this. I think Floyd Mayweather is a better boxer than Manny Pacquiao. But I think from 42 to 44, even in the exhibition bout with Mayweather, I see Mayweather declining. Maybe it was the style he was doing, but I see Mayweather declining quicker than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is not a better fighter than me. I'm not saying he can beat Floyd Mayweather because he can't, but I'm only saying that Pacquiao is descending at a lesser degree than Floyd Mayweather, from what I've seen. From what I've seen, I could be wrong, but I'm just going off of the tension fight, the Conor McGregor fight. I'm just going off of the Andre Berto fight. I'm just going off of that. Matter of fact, Pacquiao's 42. Now you know what? He hasn't been in the ring. He hasn't been active. I don't know if he's been doing active sparring. And if he does fight Errol Spence Jr., and like my boy Von D. Gaming says, who is the hottest in the business right now doing this gaming thing, if Pacquiao get old that night, and Pacquiao, who throws a lot of shots, become gun shy, it can be bad. It can be bad. I ain't even talking Michael Jackson bad. That's a good bad. I'm talking about bad. You did a crime with your boy. You thought you got away. He got caught and he turned you over. You did a crime with your boy. You got away. You go home, turn the TV, and your boy's on the first 48. And only 12 hours went by. And he's already saying, I did it with Leroy. He pulled the trigger. He the one robbed the people. I was the getaway driver. Can I have a cigarette? It's going to be bad. He stay at 1608 Oak Tree. You like, damn, that's where I'm at right now. He'd probably be there right now watching this episode. Damn, I'm watching it right now. Don't knock on his front door because he'll know who you is, but his real boys knock on the back door because guess what, guys? He won't even keep the back door locked, so if you guys going real smooth, he's in there. Damn, for real? You hear the door open. Here they come. Here they come. He said, I'm interested to see how this play out. What's up, crew? Said Spence is going to make Pac look his age. Listen, man. I want to see it. Listen, guys, I'm only saying this, man. I'm only saying this. Because when I look at my community tab, and guys, people view this as a 50-50 fight. I'm not lying to you. People so forth, and you can make a difference right now if you go to my community tab and vote Pacquiao versus Spence, who wins. Some people see this as a 50-50 fight. Now, me personally, I mean, I'll tell you now, but when fight time come, I act like who I'm not going with. Right now, I got Errol Spence Jr. pick to win the fight. But guys, I gotta be honest, man. I think Pacquiao can make this ugly. I think even though Errol Spence Jr. has a lot of advantages, I think he's naturally stronger. He's younger. He has the height. He has at least about maybe a 5-inch reach advantage. He definitely goes to the body. He has shown he has a good chin. He is coming up. He has no losses. He's fighting with full confidence, and he wants this fight with Pacquiao. Errol Spence Jr. has a lot going for him. A lot going for him. He done hurt a lot of people to the body. But out of all the people he fought, I don't know if he fought a Pacquiao yet. I don't know if he, like, even though Pacquiao is 42 years old, has Errol Spence Jr. fought somebody with Pacquiao's speed? I mean, I don't know. Let me look up his box rep. Has he? And remember, this is not the blinding speed Pacquiao that fought Cotto, that clipped Cotto in the third round and dropped him and knocked out Hadd in the second round. This is, to me, a slower Pacquiao. And honestly, the way you can tell Pacquiao is old, because even when he fought Thurman, and even when he fought Adrian Broner, it looks like it takes Pacquiao a couple rounds for his arms to start, like, actually getting loose. Because he's not as quick in the first couple rounds. Like, he throws shots, and he's not trying to throw them slow. And they're not slow, but they're just not that quick. But as the fight go on, it does seem like after a while, his speed starts to get up. He's like an old machine guy. Got a little bit of rust on it, right? You got to put that oil on it. And even though you put that oil on it, it has to work in there. And then once it's worked in there, that thing is like new money, baby. It's new money. It's like a door that finally got some WD-40. It don't even squeak no more. It's working real good until it dry up. Time beats speed. Spence has good timing. Spence does have good timing. But Pacquiao has good timing as well. Remember, Pacquiao can get in there, operate, and get out. This is what I'm looking forward to. I'm being honest. I'm looking forward to when both of these guys exchange. I'm looking forward to whenever Errol Spence Jr. close the distance and decide to go to the body. That's what I'm looking for. When he close that distance and you see Errol, maybe he'll hook up top and try to go to the bottom. That's what I want to see. Not just to see Errol Spence land a body shot, because I know Pacquiao is more often he's going to exchange. Pacquiao is going to try to clip him when he go low. Because a lot of times when people go to the body, you drop something. Most people don't go to the body like this and then throw like this and then come back like this. I mean, they teach that, but when you watch real boxing, it's not like that. It's not like that. A lot of times you see that gap. You see that gap there. That's what I want to see. I'm telling you, man, when they, because Earl gonna dig his shot. See, Earl gonna be like, he gonna dig him. And Pacquiao just gonna be like, like he gonna be throwing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like he going da. Oh, I'm telling you, man, we got a good one here. I'm just saying this right, guys. Listen, you already know. Right now, I am favoring Errol Spence Jr. But guys, I'm telling you, this is a good one. This is one that is worth it. This is it. Don't look at Pacquiao being 42. Let him get old in the ring, and then whatever happens in the ring happens in the ring. But right now, if he can bring that same smoke, because Pacquiao, like I said, man, from his last few outings, he's aging slower than I think Mayweather. And if he keeps it up, he's not drinking, not doing any kind of drug, still swimming in the ocean, the same ocean that healed his torn rotator cuff. This can be interesting. Guys, and I'm going to say this. And I don't care if you guys mark me down for it. Don't be surprised if Errol Spence Jr. is going to the body and he fuck around and get clipped and he get a flash knockdown for Pacquiao. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. I'm just saying. Let's get them likes up, guys. We got to get them likes up. Them likes are disrespectful. So, hey, who do you guys got winning? Who do you guys got? I mean, like, not who you want to win. Because if you're a Pacquiao fan, or if you're from the Philippines, which means you're probably a Pacquiao fan, obviously you're picking Pacquiao. Or if you're from Texas, or you're Errol Spence Jr. fan, then most likely you're picking Errol Spence Jr. But I'm talking truly. Matter of fact, now who you think will win? What percentage? But give me the percentages. Give me the percentages. Now, I truly think a safe percentage, and I hope nobody, I shouldn't even give it, but whatever. I hope you guys don't go out for this as your percentage. I think a safe percentage is 60-40. And I also can see when people say, even though I don't see it as 50-50, now I can see 55-45. I can see that. I can see 55-45 in favor of Spence. I can see 60-40 in favor of Spence. I don't see more than that. I don't see it. I don't think Manny Pacquiao is going to be the Danny Garcia. I don't think so. I think when Errol Spence Jr. attack Manny Pacquiao, he's going to get some hot shit come back at him. And I'm just saying, guys, because Pacquiao can catch it with shots you don't see, don't be surprised if he get a quick flash knockdown on Errol Spence Jr. for something he don't see coming. American Past Travel says, I'm going with Spence, and the fight will probably go the distance. Smash the like button, yes sir. Now, I got one more question. If they were in their prime, who are you picking? Errol Spence Jr. in his prime, Pacquiao in his prime. Who are you picking? Before I give you my answer, I gotta let 2 minutes go by. He said, "Let's go, Manny." Listen, guys, man, you gotta in case you guys want to. I mean, I don't know. In case you guys want to, listen, guys. If you want to comment on this, give me your thoughts on who you think is going to win and why. You can call in 314-884-1013. And somebody, hold on. All right, I just missed it. I just opened the lines up now because I saw as I opened it, I missed one. Let me do this. Call back right now if you want to do it. Call back right now. Prime Manny wins by TKO. You know, I got Manny Pacquiao in the prime as well. Spence has good chance now though. Hey, you know what? Listen, hey, I can't argue with that, man. I think that's kind of like me. Listen, if they were in their prime, the prime Manny Pacquiao versus I'm saying this Errol Spence Jr. because I don't know if Errol Spence Jr. reached his prime yet. But this is a damn good Errol Spence Jr. This is an Errol Spence Jr. that a lot of people didn't like the Danny Garcia fight. I thought the Danny Garcia fight, to me, showed me a lot. I have never seen Danny Garcia actually admit to taking a loss. I have never seen nobody able to shut up Danny Garcia's father. And Errol Spence did it. So, guys, listen, you want to call in? Go on there and do it now. I know I missed one. Because I just set it up, and for whatever reason, I saw it, but it didn't ring. So if you want to call back now, go and call in. Let's get the smoke. I got Spence by late TKO. His corner stops the fight from punishment. I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen. I don't know, man. This... And I am subject to change because I have never just completely gave my thoughts on this. I knew it was happening. I wanted to do a video. So I got a chance to do one now. And I'm giving you guys raw thought. This is like Straight off the brain. I don't have the script. I don't have no paper in front of me about what to talk about. This is raw. This is raw. Uncut, unedited. I'm back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers every bit of this work. Let's get them likes all the way up. Push them likes off your chest like 2 plates. Come on now. Some of you guys haven't benched 2 plates before. On the east side, that's 225. This is your chance right now. Get that weight off your chest. Hit that like button. Make it light up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Hit the notification bell, guys, so when your boy TDub go live. Because right now, my job is transitioning back into office, which is going to limit me even more on being able to do the videos I want. Which means I got to sneak them in when I can. And guys, when I sneak them in, just make sure you're there to get that view on, get your opinion out, get the thoughts from the boxing expert, TDub, Whatsblazing the sports. Listen, guys, I make it do what it do all the time. Better yet, what it does. Let's get it. So, what I'm interested in seeing is, because both of these guys are southpaws, right? That's what I was supposed to be doing. I was supposed to be looking up Errol Spence Jr. box weight. I don't think when the last time these guys fought southpaws? Both of these guys are used to fighting an orthodox fighter. And this fight, believe it or not, if Errol Spence Jr. want to make this an easier night, all he has to do is use his jab. It's longer. It'll land at a more accurate rate because Manny is also southpaw. And Manny has a shorter reach. And if Errol Spence Jr. used that jab, and listen, to me, even though I think it's going to be a damn good fight, there's a few things that can make. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say that for keys of victory. I'm gonna say it for keys of victory, right? And while we talk about this, guys, here's the great thing. Here's the great thing, right? This is great. We are talking about Errol Spence versus Manny Pacquiao. Errol Spence versus Manny Pacquiao. Who thought Manny? Listen, I swear, I did not think Manny Pacquiao was going to fight Errol Spence Jr. Mikey Garcia, yes, I can see that. Anybody else, maybe even Danny Garcia, but I mainly thought Mikey Garcia. Terrence Crawford, a little bit, only because they talked about it. I thought about it a little bit, but I never thought Errol Spence Jr. But now, what happens to Terrence Crawford? What happens? They said that he has 1 fight left on his contract with Bob Arum. Who the hell does he fight? And the crazy thing about it is that Bob Arum is taking a former undisputed champion and a current welterweight champion. And there's been many occasions to where Bob Arum has B-sided Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, honestly, in my opinion, he could have never been the A-side with Errol Spence Jr. When your own promoter says, I lost millions on betting with you. I lost millions. I could have built a house from the ground up for the money I lost on you. Bob is telling you that Terrence Crawford was a bad investment for him. So when they were talking about Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, Bob Arum was kind of shitting on him. Like, that really hurt negotiations. And now that Josh Taylor, who became undisputed this weekend at 140, which was, listen, I mean, he went out there, he did work. And I did think Josh Taylor could do work like that because when Ramirez fought, what was that guy Ramirez fought? The tall guy. Damn it. He beat the guy, but the guy was kind of keeping Ramirez on the outside for a long time before Ramirez just kept on doing more what he did and closing the distance. What's that guy name? Let me see. Let me see. What was this guy's name? Victor Posto, right? Because Victor Posto, honestly, in the beginning, was doing a lot of good sticking and moving. And Jose Ramirez, honestly, he just kept doing more of what he was doing for Victor Posto slowed down and caught up with him. And Josh Taylor is a better boxer than Victor Posto. And we saw that. Yep, Victor Postal. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, Victor Postal. Trust that's what he's going to do first half. Key pack at distance with the jab. Man, I'm telling you guys, I'm excited about this one. I have no idea what's going to happen with Terrence Crawford. Bob Arum promised a week that Terrence Crawford's going to get something special. It's been about 3 months. Looks like right now he ain't got nothing special yet. He is still away from a fight. I don't know who can Terrence Crawford fight now. I don't even know who's left. I don't know. Danny Garcia is coming off of a loss. I don't think he'll take the fight. Or even do take the fight and get the win, it won't mean as much because he's coming off a loss and he just got beat by Errol Spence Jr. He doesn't want to fight Sean Porter. They said Virgil Ortiz is too green, not ready. And Josh Taylor, Bob Arum said if he fights Josh Taylor, then he would have to take the champion at 147 and take him over to the UK. Now, if you ask me who wins between Terrence Crawford and Josh Taylor, I think Terrence Crawford dices him up. I think Terrence Crawford beats him. Because Terrence Crawford is not just going to run in there like Ramirez. You're not going to be just set back to counter Terrence Crawford like that. But if they take this fight to the UK, and if Terrence Crawford doesn't stop him, them scorecards could look funny. He should go for Ugas. You know what? You're right. Hey, that's a good one. But see, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Ugas is signed with the PBC. And I don't know if they'll do it, but since Errol Spence Jr. got Manny Pacquiao. See, the one thing about Manny Pacquiao, he don't have his belt anymore because Ugas has the belt. As far as I know, I haven't heard of the WBA doing any kind of Indian giving, right? What they call Indian giving. Which back in my day is give you something and then take it back. I don't see him doing that to Ugas. But if I was Bob Arum, there's nobody for you to fight. I will overpay Ugas, like my boy said in the comment section. I will overpay Ugas. Because you know why? Even though, believe it or not, that fight won't do crazy numbers. Because Ugas hasn't done crazy numbers. And he's not a super popular guy. But he's a dangerous guy. He's a good counterpuncher. And he's a big welterweight. One of my main issues with Ugas is he fights at one tempo. But if Terrence Crawford could beat him, if Bob Arum could pay him to get the PBC, say, all right, you're overpaying us, Ugas, go fight him. That would give Terrence. That is the only play. That is the only play that Terrence Crawford can do right now that can justify actions. Overpay Ugas. That way, because Ugas could probably fight Keith Thurman and make just as good as money. It's crazy. Ugas versus Keith Thurman will probably do better numbers than Ugas versus Terrence Crawford. Even though Terrence Crawford has a title and it would be a unification matchup, I think Keith Thurman is a little bit more popular with the fans and might do better numbers than Terrence Crawford. But they need to overpay this guy because if he wins, now Terrence Crawford can say, listen, I got 2 of the titles. You got 2 of the titles. I don't care about you beat Manny Pacquiao. Here's the thing, right? This has to hurt Terrence Crawford deep down in my heart. I still love you. This has to hurt Terrence Crawford deep, man. The first cut is the deepest. Because he kept talking about, he said, I don't need Errol Spence Jr. You know, he wanted to fight Pacquiao. He wants the Pacquiao fight. Think about it. He don't need Errol. He wants the Pacquiao, wants the Pacquiao. And now he's not getting Errol Spence Jr. He's not getting Manny Pacquiao. He don't want the Sean Porter action. Guys, this right now has to have, like, if I walk into Terrence Crawford's house right now, I would not be surprised to see tables flipped over and TVs kicked down. Because where does he go? Where does he go? Right? And then what is Bob Arum going to do with him? Because Bob Arum is probably want to either secure. See, even though Bob said he lost money on Terence Crawford, and if Terence Crawford only got one fight left, I'm assuming he only got one fight left. If he only has one fight left with Bob Arum, is Bob gonna be like, listen, if you resign with us, we'll give you a bigger guarantee, we'll give you bigger money. Could Bob be holding back on making significant fights for Terence Crawford now? Because if he make the significant fight with Terence Crawford now, and Terence Crawford do not re-sign with Top Rank, then he just allowed Terence Crawford to exit Top Rank on a high note. Like if he gave Manny Pacquiao to Terence Crawford right now, and Terence Crawford beat Manny Pacquiao, and listen, I gotta be honest, I know you got some of you guys gonna disagree with me, and that's cool. At the other side of the pillow, that's cool. I think Terence Crawford beats Manny Pacquiao more convincingly than Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. probably stands to be able to, in my opinion, to really hurt Pacquiao. See, I think Earl could really hurt him, like really dig into that man, right? Really like bring the shovel to the match and just dig into his body, dig into his chin, punch him upside that big head, like just leave lumps on him like Martin. Earl can do that to him. Earl can have Manny Pacquiao coming into the fight fine and wearing shades in a post-fight press conference. That's what Earl can do. I think Terence Crawford can mentally, physically, athletically gifted dissect Manny Pacquiao and I think he can just win more rounds. Now I think Manny Pacquiao can catch him with some hot stuff, make Terence Crawford, smile a little bit because he got caught. I just feel that Terence Crawford can just box him better. But Earl can be like, Earl can put that foot on him. Pulled a boss move on Crawford. It does, LOL, and Spence did this on purpose. Man, Spence got packed. You could tell, man. Spence could have fought Ugas. Think about this, right? Listen, Manny Pacquiao honestly must have came back in the picture. Because at first it was looking like Spence was going to fight Ugas. And he was going to have 3 of the 4 major titles. To me, that would have made Errol Spence Jr. the top dog no matter what. Like, Terence Crawford beat Manny Pacquiao would have been good. It would have been really good because he'd have beat Pacquiao. It would have gave him a lot more fame. But I still think Errol Spence Jr. having 3 major titles compared to 1 would have still made him top dog. Errol Spence Jr. passed up the opportunity to fight Ugas, to even unify more, because he feels that Manny Pacquiao brings that much more everything to his resume, to his career. It affects every category. Guys, my boy Johnny is calling right now. Let me see. Hey, Johnny, I'm live on my channel right now talking about Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr. Hey, I got Errol Spence Jr. You want to bet?
How you gonna switch that like that, Trey? You said you had Pacquiao had Errol Spence. You remember that, Trey?
Johnny, listen. We gotta talk to the people. We are live on YouTube right now. I have Errol Spence Jr. Do you want to take Pacquiao? Yes or no?
Do I want to take Pacquiao?
He beat Keith Thurman. He told Keith Thurman, sit your ass down, boy.
I hear you. I definitely hear you.
He gave one time his one loss. He gave Keith Thurman one time.
I get the next pick then. How you doing? If I get the next pick, you get that pick, Trey.
What's the next pick? What fight are we talking about? What fight?
Good fight. I get the first pick.
On what fight? What fight are you talking about?
I'm talking about any fight we bet on.
Nah, cause we gotta see, Johnny. Johnny, you can't give me like nah, because this.
That's a deal.
Nah, that's not a deal, Johnny. Cause that's not that.
You give me the first pick.
Nah, Johnny. Nah, Johnny. People matter. I'm not just because Because I'm not finna give you a blind deal because like it's like Andy Ruiz fight some weak no number or somebody fight Rocky Field in the league. Nah, Johnny. This is a close fight. Do you realize, Johnny, that on a poll that I did that's global on YouTube, people have Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr. as a 50-50 fight. That means it is a toss-up fight. I am not going to give you Manny Pacquiao just so you can pick on the next fight or no matter what fight you want to set me up for a failure. No. Ain't no way that's going to happen.
So that's the deal.
No, that's not.
That's the deal.
Nope.
So
No deal.
No
deal, John.
Next fight I can get.
Hey, Johnny, all right, let's talk about the best we have right now. Right now, I have Deontay Wilder and you got Tyson Fury, right?
No, that was not the deal. So try it. You got Tyson Fury. I want to watch it. You remember that deal?
Johnny, listen. The first time Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury, you said that you got Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury won. And now you said that, remember, I got a text message of you telling me this, that you said in the rematch, we agreed on it, that you got, listen, Tyson Fury is favored to win 3-1. He's favored to beat Deontay Wilder. I'm taking Deontay Wilder, that's my boy, and I believe he's going to come through with that 1-2. But anything can happen. I'm doing you favors, Johnny. I'm giving you Tyson Fury. I'm giving you Manny Pacquiao. People will love this pick.
I'm going to give me Pacquiao, Trey. You got the first pick on both of them. What you talking about? So I get the next. So if he does the fight, I get the first pick next time.
Let me see, Steven Styles says, "What's up, Blazing? I now believe that Errol Spence is going to dominate and make Manny Pacquiao look his absolute worst ever. A few years ago, however, I would have gone with Pac-Man. It's different now." Hey, Johnny, outside of betting, all right, who do you think is going to win between Errol Spence Jr. and Manny Pacquiao?
I can take the hit. He can take hits.
Who you think going to win though? Who you think is going to win?
They ain't gonna win.
I said, who do you think is going to win, Pacquiao or Errol Spence Jr.? Pacquiao. Now listen, let me try to help. Who is? Yeah, Errol to be favored. But Johnny, listen, Johnny. Manny Pacquiao is 42 years old. That is not on his side. But Manny Pacquiao, I believe at the age 40, he beat Keith Thurman. He gave one loss. Keith Thurman has his first loss because Manny Pacquiao beat him. Manny Pacquiao beat Adrian Broner. Manny Pacquiao he is going down, but he is not descending from what we've seen at an accelerated rate, which means he still possesses a lot of speed and enough power to keep the guys off of him. But with that being said, he is fighting a very strong, in his prime, I believe, Errol Spence Jr., who is younger, bigger, longer reach, and probably more powerful. If you had to pick a winner, and remember, you can change this later, Johnny. You can change it later. But if you had to pick a winner, who do you think wins?
I had Pacquiao, you had Thurman. You remember that, Troy?
No, Johnny. I had Pacquiao. You had Thurman. No, I won, Johnny. Johnny, listen, Johnny. I won, Johnny.
You had Thurman.
Oh my God! Come on now, Johnny. We
You had Thurman. You remember, Troy?
Johnny, we gotta be truthful to the people, Johnny.
You had.
Hey, Johnny. So, all right, listen. We're not talking about Pacquiao versus Thurman. We're talking about Pacquiao versus Spence. I'm trying to give you a lifetime offer. People see this as a 50-50 fight, basically saying that anybody can win this fight. They can see Pacquiao pulling off. Some of them feel that Errol Spence Jr. can pull it off. I personally think Errol Spence Jr. could edge this fight against Pacquiao. But listen, Pacquiao got speed. He got timing. He can get for him. Listen, Manny Pacquiao has been shorter than a lot of his people he fought. A lot of his foes that he fought. He was shorter than Margarito. He was shorter than Floyd Mayweather. He was shorter than Oscar La Hoya. He was shorter than Victor Posto. No, not Victor Posto. What's the one guy for? Well, either way, I can't think of the guy. He was shorter than Jesse Vargas. He was shorter than a lot of people he fought, and he's also shorter than Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. does have a reach advantage, but Manny Pacquiao has shown that he can close that distance and get in a lot faster than you thought. Just like Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman thought he can back up and get away from Manny Pacquiao before he got clipped and got dropped. So now I'm trying to give you an opportunity. Do you believe Pacquiao can win this or not? Warzone, what's up, champ?
It'd be shocking if Pacquiao win. Be shocking.
Be shocking?
You know what I'm saying? Very shocking.
Okay.
Be very shocking. So if Pacquiao pull it out, that means he get a shot to fight Floyd.
Floyd retired.
Floyd retired.
Hey. Somebody said that Warzone said that Errol Spence Jr. going to knock out Pacquiao in the eighth round. Do you believe Errol can knock him out, or you think he's going to go to distance?
It's going to go to distance.
Distance, okay. But let's check this out, though. If Manny Pacquiao beat Errol Spence Jr., Manny Pacquiao instantly has 2 belts, because Errol Spence Jr. has 2 belts. Here's a question. I got to ask you this. Floyd Mayweather beat Manny Pacquiao, so he is a better fighter. But I gotta ask you this: if Manny Pacquiao can some kind of way beat Errol Spence Jr., do you think that will put him above Floyd Mayweather all time, or would he still be below Floyd Mayweather all time on the pound for pound list?
I think he'd be higher than Floyd.
Even though he lost to Floyd.
This Floyd beat Errol Spence Jr.?
Oh, somebody ring. All right, guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, guys. Hold on 1 second, Johnny. All right, I'm back, Johnny. I had to answer my door real quick. You must got me on speakerphone.
No.
I'm hearing my echo. Well, I think it's going on.
I don't got this again. So, this will put him higher than Floyd.
Now,
if Floyd beats him, it put him the best. It put him. Floyd won't be the best all time, but Pacquiao will be a better fighter than him.
Now
Floyd beat him.
Now, I was saying, somebody in the chat was saying that Spence going to block Pacquiao shots. 5 years ago, I had Pac over all of them. Pac always been my guy. I took Pac over Floyd. It's different now. So it looks like he thinks Pacquiao gonna lose. And then somebody said, no way Pacquiao can never be above Floyd. Sounds crazy, especially after being KO'd several times and losing to him. Sounds crazy. What do you think about that, Johnny?
Because he lost to Montez. That's why you saying that?
No, John, that's what he's saying. Like, no matter what Pacquiao do, he cannot be above Floyd Mayweather. First of all, Floyd Mayweather is undefeated. He's never lost. He has been, I think the most world champions. And also, he beat Pacquiao. But Pacquiao has suffered losses. He lost to Earl Morales. He lost early in his career. He lost to Tim Bradley. And he got knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez. Manny Pacquiao has losses and he has draws. Floyd Mayweather doesn't have neither one of those. So how can a guy that has losses, has draws, and even lost to the guy, Floyd Mayweather, ever be above him?
See, Floyd only fought 10 good fighters.
How many? Hold on. How many good fighters has he fought?
10.
All right, and how many good fighters has Pacquiao fought?
A lot.
How many?
More than Floyd.
No. If you're gonna throw numbers out there, okay, how many? If you say Floyd only fought 10 good fighters, how many did Pacquiao fight?
25.
Okay. Now I'm asking you a question, Johnny. Does Pacquiao lose? Let me see how many. I think Pacquiao got about 4 or 5 losses. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, Johnny. Let me put my box back up. Back up. Let me do this real quick. Get box rec going. Let me see. Manny. Hold on. All right. Let me see, Johnny. All right, Johnny. Manny Pacquiao. Hey, let me ask you a question. How many losses do Floyd Mayweather have?
That don't matter. He didn't fight nobody, Trey.
Johnny, just answer the question. How many losses do Floyd Mayweather have?
You got none because he ain't fight nobody.
Okay. Do you know how many losses Pacquiao have?
4.
He has 7, Johnny.
He had 7 losses. I thought you said he had 5 losses.
Johnny, he has 7 losses and he has 2 draws. That's a total of 9 fights where he did not win. I gotta ask you, how can a person that has 9 fights that they did not win be ranked over somebody who never lost and also lost to that person?
Because Pacquiao fought more good fighters than Floyd. That's why.
But who, Johnny? Who? Who has he fought that's more than... Johnny, you're just making up stuff now, Johnny.
I ain't making up stuff. He did fight more good fighters than Floyd.
Who?
Pacquiao.
Let's talk about it. But Johnny, but Pacquiao fought some of the same people Floyd Mayweather fought. How's he fought? What do you mean? All right. You know what? You say he fought 25 good fighters. He said Floyd only fought 10. Do me a favor. Name me 10 of the 25 fighters that Pacquiao fought. That was 10 of the really good fighters that he beat. That you said over Floyd.
Ashley Hoyer. He fought him. Simon. That's 2. Who else he fight?
You tell me.
I'm trying to think of some more.
You got 8 more.
8. Adrian Broner. That's 3.
Come on, Adrian Broner has not been a proven welterweight. So at a welterweight level, that was not a really good fight for Manny Pacquiao. Because Adrian Broner, even though he fought at welterweight, I don't think he really got no real good wins at welterweight. So keep going.
What you talking? You're not gonna. What's his name? What's his name? Donald, whatever his name is.
Who?
I'm trying to think of his name.
Hey Johnny, you said there's 25 that you know of. So we want to make sure you ain't just making stuff up. I want you to just give me 10 off the top of your head.
10 off my head?
Yep.
He fought Thurman.
Okay, 1.
He fought Marquez.
Yeah. But hey, remember he also got knocked out by Marquez, but keep going. And Floyd fought Marquez and beat Marquez, but keep going. That's 2. Go ahead.
He fought Adrian Broner. That's 2.
No, I don't consider Adrian Broner an elite
He's not
level.
a good fighter, Trey?
Not at welterweight, he was not. Not at welterweight.
Not at welterweight, he's not a good
No,
fighter.
I think he lost to Sean Porter. He lost to Mikey Garcia. That was even at welterweight. He lost to I think the only one he really. he barely beat Parliament. Don't get me wrong, I like Adrian Broner as a fighter, but I don't think he doesn't have a good welterweight track record. So I cannot say that's a good welterweight fight for Manny Pacquiao. So keep going, Johnny. Johnny, there's 25 of them. Johnny, keep going. Give me some more. Give me some more, Johnny.
How many did I name, Trey?
2.
I named 2.
You got 8
I
more.
named Thurman.
Yeah, Thurman.
I named Thurman.
Yep, you said
I
Thurman.
named Thurman.
Yeah, you did.
I named Javona.
Broner is not one of them. Okay, I'll give you Oscar. Even though Oscar hasn't fought in 147 in a long time, I'll give you Oscar. Go, let's go. Keep going.
And he's for Cotto. What's his name? Cotto?
Miguel Cotto. Yep, that's 3. Yep.
That's 4, Trey.
I'm not counting Broner. Come on, keep going though.
What do you mean you're not
Keep going, Johnny. Johnny, you got 25 of them. Let's go.
Who else? He's for. Who else did he fight? What's that? Madonna? What's his name? Ricky Hatton.
Yeah. You know what? Even though there was not a welterweight, I'll give you Ricky Hatton. Go ahead.
That's 5, Trey.
That's 4. Keep going, John. That's 4.
What do you mean that's 4?
I'm not counting Broner, Johnny.
Okay, I'm not counting Broner. Hey, you're not counting Warner.
Johnny, you got 25 and some possibles, so you should be able to give me some backups real quick. Let's go. You got 6 more to go.
6 more to go.
Yeah.
He played Sean Bradley. That's 6.
Are you talking about Tim Bradley? He lost, Johnny. But listen, the people you talking about he fought, he lost to. He lost to Tim Bradley in the first fight. I mean, like yes, he fought these guys, but you're talking about guys he fought and won against. He lost against Bradley. He lost against.
Did you say name the people he fought, Trey? You just said
no. Johnny, listen. I mean, you just can't name people that he lost to as well. I mean, there are some people out there with horrible records, but they fought a lot of top people because they were used as stepping stones. Listen, I mean, Manny Pacquiao, he lost to not Jesse Vargas, but what's that dude that beat him in Australia? What's that dude's name? Remember the guy that beat him in Australia? Jeff Horn. He lost to Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn ain't done anything after that. And you better not name Jeff Horn, because Jeff Horn is not no elite fighter.
I was gonna name it, but you said something.
So you're gonna name Jeff Horn. So Jeff Horn's gonna be your elite fighter. Yeah, Jeff.
I named you 7 good fighters, Trey. That's 7, Trey.
Listen, Johnny, no, you're not 7. Do you realize that after Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao, after he won that, he has now took losses to Terrence Crawford, to Michael Zarafa, and to Tim Tszyu. I don't know. I can't say that name. Somebody I can't even say the name on. Jeff Horn is not an elite fighter. Jeff Horn, to be honest, is an average fighter with decent. He's a maybe a little bit above or maybe average fighter. He's not an elite fighter. Nobody didn't even know Jeff Horn until he fought Pacquiao. Nobody. You didn't even know. When we made that bet about Jeff Horn, you had to ask me who Jeff Horn was. I had to tell you who he was before you even bet on him.
And then Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao, did he, Trey?
Johnny, yes, but Johnny, just because you can name a fighter that he lost to Jeff Horn. He lost to him. And
really, Jeff Horn lost that fight to us, right?
All right, Johnny.
You know what I mean? Jeff Horn lost that fight to
Johnny,
us, right?
give me 6 more elite fighters that Pacquiao beat. Not lost to, but he beat. 6 elite fighters that he beat.
Now you that fight, Trey. Now you changing.
Johnny,
Trey.
I need 6 elite fighters that he beat. Because Johnny, do you realize there are bums out there and gatekeepers out there that get a crack at all of these good guys, and they got a horrible record? So they can say, "Oh, I fought Thurman, I fought Garcia," but you just got beat up. You can't name people you lost to. I want to know elite fighters that he beat and did not lose to. Come on, let's go.
I did name Yonsei Hoyer. I did name Yonsei Hoyer. I did name Cotto.
Johnny,
I did name your name Char.
You are backtracking. You're backtracking and moonwalking. You're backtracking and moonwalking like Michael Jackson. You're saying the same people over. I want some new names.
I did.
Give me some different names. I'm tired of hearing Keith Thurman. I'm tired of hearing Keith Thurman. I'm tired of hearing Keith Thurman. I'm tired of who you say, Adrian Broner. Give me 10 names that Manny Pacquiao beat that are good to elite fighters and he did not lose to.
I just told you
that he did not lose to.
He didn't lose that. Okay. He didn't lose.
You're right. You're right. All right, we'll start over. We're gonna do this one more time. We'll start over. We talking about elite fighters he did not lose to. I'm gonna give you Ricky Hatton. I'll give you Oscar La Hoya. Keep going. Cause right now, if you're just not joining, Johnny says Manny Pacquiao is better than Floyd Mayweather, and I'm saying that listen, he has 7 losses, and he also lost to Floyd Mayweather. He can't be better than Floyd Mayweather. Johnny says that Floyd only fought 10 good fighters in his career. He said Pacquiao has fought 25 good fighters in his career. So I'm asking Johnny right now, since you know the history so well and you can give us numbers, name me 10 elite fighters that Pacquiao beat and he did not lose to. Let's go. You said Oscar and you also said Oscar and Ricky Hatton. Let's go. Let's start over. Go. Keep going.
I said Ricky Hatton.
Okay.
Oscar Hoyer.
Yep.
Cotto.
Yep.
Madonna.
He didn't fight Marcus Maidana. Whoa. He didn't fight Marcus Maidana, champ.
He didn't fight Madonna?
No, sir.
Oh, I thought he did. I guess he did fight him.
But
Tom Bradley.
Tim Bradley, he lost to him, so I'm not going to count Tim Bradley. His first fight against Tim Bradley, he lost. So we're not counting that. Because Floyd never lost to nobody. If Floyd never lost to nobody, so we cannot count people that Pacquiao lost to. Only he beat and did not lose to. Since he lost to Tim Bradley, we're not going to count him. Let's go. Johnny, you got 7. Johnny, you got 7 more. Johnny, you got 7 more, Johnny. 7 more. Let's go. Yeah. Even though that was an old Shane Mosley, I give you Shane. Let's go. You got 6 more. Let's go.
So how many fights? That's 8, right?
No, you got 6 more. Let's go. You got 6 more, Johnny. Come on.
That's 8.
Johnny, you named 4, and you said that you can do. Johnny, we're not talking about Johnny. Come on now, you can name 25. So at least. Give me 6 more, Johnny. Give me 6 more.
We count the people he lost to and he fought.
Oh. He said, hey, somebody in the chat said you meant Matisse. But to be honest, I don't think Matisse was good at that time. I gotta be honest. Matisse was dangerous at. Oh, is it? You don't know who Matisse is? Look at Matisse. Oh, well, he didn't mean him. Yeah, he fought him. Don't worry about it. You had 4. Let's go. All right, you got 6 more. Let's go.
He fought, what's his name? Trinidad, what's his name? What's his name? Trinidad,
Johnny, you ain't say no winky, right? No, Trinidad. Oh, Johnny, boy, you a fool. You a fool with it, Johnny. Johnny here. Hey, from my recollection, I don't think Pacquiao fought no Ricky Hatton or no Trinidad. I could be wrong. Johnny, you got 6 more, Johnny. Let's go. You my boy, Johnny. Listen, Johnny, don't worry about it. You ain't gonna get it. You my boy though, Johnny. Guys, if you're listening to my boy, this is my Johnny. Johnny is actually one of my really good friends. We talk smack in boxing all the time. That's why I went live right now because I appreciate Johnny calling in, because Johnny says stuff, you know, that get me excited. It's just off the wall, so I like talking smack with him. And thank you, Johnny, for calling in as well. You know, kind of gave me a little bit boost in my step. I really appreciate it. But let's get back. Huh?
So when me and Charles was at had that football shit.
You know, I'm gonna talk to Charles. Let me reach out to Charles and find out when we're gonna set this up. I'm gonna look at the weather, see what the weather gonna be this weekend. We'll set it up. But all right, let's jump back real quick to Errol Spence Jr. fighting Manny Pacquiao. Now listen, I want to ask a question about Terrence Crawford. Honestly, don't have nobody to fight now. Like, it seemed like all the hopes and fingers were being crossed, because Terrence Crawford said he don't need to fight Errol Spence Jr. He's not worried about fighting Errol Spence Jr. no more. He looked at fighting Pacquiao is actually bigger than fighting Errol Spence Jr. And now Terrence Crawford is not even going to get the Manny Pacquiao fight because Errol Spence Jr. got that from him. What do you think Terrence Crawford can do next, if anything, to be a big fight?
Fight Sean Porter.
But remember, he doesn't want to fight Sean Porter.
No, who gives a damn? He has to fight him to show what kind of fighter he is.
I mean, not if he don't want to. He doesn't want to fight Sean Porter. So who? I mean, who does he fight? Like who's out there? Who's out there that he can do a good fight next with? I don't know where Terrence Crawford go from here. I'm being honest, Johnny. I like Terrence Crawford. See, I'm not one of them guys that I'm extremely Errol Spence Jr., so I'm going to shit on Terrence Crawford. I'm extremely Terrence Crawford, and I'm going to shit on Errol Spence Jr. I like both of the fighters. But right now, Errol Spence Jr. is really setting himself up to be the winning side. Like, PBC is winning, at least with the welterweights right now. And Terrence Crawford seemed like, I mean, I do believe he should have took the Sean Porter fight, but for whatever reason, he doesn't want that fight. He's not going to get the Manny Pacquiao fight. I don't know who he fight next, Johnny. I don't know. I mean, you know what? I'm going to say this, Johnny. There is a good fight for Terrence Crawford. But this is what has to happen. Keith Thurman would not have to get the Ugas fight to fight for the WBA belt. If Terrence Crawford can overpay Keith Thurman, that'd be a good fight. Or if Terrence Crawford can overpay Ugas for unification, that'd be a good fight. What do you think about that? Terrence Crawford versus Ugas or Terrence Crawford versus Keith Thurman? What do you think about those matchups?
That's a good matchup. Thurman versus Terrence Crawford. That'd be a good matchup.
I like it. Warzone says Bob Arum is concentrating on Crawford versus Taylor. I think that's a pretty good matchup, but look how long, man. I mean, Terrence Crawford, there was a fight this past weekend, Johnny. It was a unification matchup, undisputed at 140. It was a guy called Ramirez taking on a guy called Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor actually schooled Ramirez to where he became undisputed. That means he had every major belt at 140 pounds that nobody could dispute that he was the guy at that division. The last person to do it at that division before moving up was actually Terrence Crawford. So now people are saying that Terrence Crawford can possibly face Josh Taylor next. But Terrence Crawford has been out of action for some time now. I mean, I don't know. Light Lit Up says Bud never said he doesn't want Sean Porter fight. Bro, listen, man. If Terrence Crawford won that fight would be happening. If Terrence Crawford wanted to fight Sean Porter, that fight would have been happening because Sean Porter has been trying to get that fight a long time now. Listen. Light It Up said, who cares? Okay, that's somebody else. Listen, Sean Porter has went on the record, has been trying to get the fight with Terrence Crawford. Sean Porter was made #1 for the WBO title that Terrence Crawford has. He's been calling out Terrence Crawford on social media. Terrence Crawford saying, basically, you're pushing my nerves. It doesn't seem like he wants to fight. Because what other direction can Terrence Crawford go to?
fighting Sean
All right, light lit up. All right.
I'm going to take that.
All right, light lit up says that because Terrence Crawford was trying to get the Manny Pacquiao fight, which is why he didn't get Sean Porter. Now, I'm glad you said it. Because guess what? Terrence Crawford don't have the Pacquiao fight now. Errol Spence Jr. has to fight now. According to you guys, he should be fighting Sean Porter next. So you know what? If Terrence Crawford is not fighting Ugas for unification, then you know what? I'm gonna say that if he's not fighting Ugas or he's not fighting Keith Thurman, because I do believe Keith Thurman and Ugas are bigger fights than Sean Porter. If he's not fighting them two guys, I want to see Sean Porter. Can you guys agree with me or not? If Terrence Crawford, because he's not fighting Pacquiao, Pacquiao is gone. They was even talking about giving Pacquiao $40 million. At least that's what Pacquiao wanted, $40 million. Pacquiao is gone up the river with the stream. He ain't coming back. He's fighting Errol Spence Jr. That fight, I don't believe is going to end in the draw. I don't think so. Now Terrence Crawford has to fight somebody. He's been sitting on the back. They were supposed to make a big announcement a long time ago about who Terrence Crawford going to fight. They have not made an announcement yet. It's like we have been waiting. Unless he's fighting Ugas or Keith Thurman, which I would say those are two valid opponents that I would consider bigger than Sean Porter. I would. Terrence Crawford, Keith, and Ugas, those are bigger. One's a unification, and one that has a bigger name. If he don't get those two guys, then he should fight Sean Porter. If Porter wanted to fight, then all he had to do is activate his Mando. Porter was clout chasing. WBO removed Sean Porter from being number one. Ugas fight makes sense for Bud unless he wants those junior welterweight straps. You know what? But the junior welterweight, I don't think he'd get as much credit for the junior welterweight, to be honest. I think it'll be a good fight, but he won't get that same credit because they're going to say that now Terrence Crawford is an established welterweight, and the junior welterweight, they're not. They're good at junior welterweight, but they're going to say if they lose to Terrence Crawford, it was too big of a jump too soon. Again, on Sean Porter podcast, Porter said he was advised not to activate his Mando. Well, you know what? They took it. Now, a question. Again. Even though Sean Porter didn't activate his Mando, because him and Terrence Crawford said, listen, we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about it, and the timing's got to be right. Sean Porter agreed to it. After a while, Sean Porter was like, listen, I can't keep waiting around. I think Sean Porter's dad was telling him, like, listen, you got to go get it. I really believe it was Sean Porter's dad who was pushing Sean Porter to be more vocal. I could be wrong, but I think it was his dad. Because Sean Porter started to go at Terrence Crawford, calling him out, telling Terrence Crawford, a closed mouth don't get fed. I want that work next. He was telling Terrence Crawford this. Now, there is no excuses, guys. Listen, I'm a Terrence Crawford fan, so I'm not gonna sit up here and try to tear down Terrence Crawford. That's not my thing. But I'm saying right now that you didn't need. If a person wanted to fight a person, you don't need a mandatory. If a person wants to fight another person, you don't need a mandatory for the fight to happen. Manny Pacquiao is not a mandatory to Errol Spence Jr. Both guys want to fight each other because they see weaknesses in fighting each other, and they also see rewards. Terrence Crawford didn't want to fight Sean Porter. Now the Pacquiao, in my opinion, you know what? Your opinion is one thing. I'm not knocking it. That's cool. Opinion is opinions. But now let's get to the facts. The Pacquiao fight is gone. That ship has sailed. She has went off with somebody else. She ain't coming back. Now what does he do? What does he do now? All I want to know is, what does he do now? What do you think, Johnny? What does Terrence Crawford do now? Light lit up. He in the chat room. He said that, you know, if he really wanted to fight Sean, he said he didn't want to fight Sean Porter because he was trying to get the Pacquiao fight. Well, I'm gonna say this: the Pacquiao fight is gone. What should Terrence Crawford do next?
He should fight Sean Porter, or he should fight Jared Manzana or somebody.
Now, let me ask you a question. If he doesn't choose to fight Sean Porter, I mean, I'm assuming that if he's not fighting for a title and he's fighting a welterweight. So, I'm assuming if he's fighting a welterweight and he's not fighting Ugas or Keith Thurman, wouldn't you say he should fight Sean Porter next?
Sean Porter, he should fight or Jared Manzana.
Now, what if he don't fight Sean Porter next and he fight another mandatory? What would you say about that? What if he fights because the WBO removed Sean Porter for number 1 and they put the new kid named Virgil Ortiz Jr. He's a new kid. Now he's good, but I think Terrence Crawford would dice him up. He's a new Mexican kid. They moved him above Sean Porter. Now, let me see what they say. Bush should fight Ugas for the unification. I think so. But see, here's the thing. The PBC could, I gotta say that the PBC could make it difficult for Terrence Crawford. But the thing is, a lot of the fighters that are signed with PBC, they can make their own decisions. Even though Al Heyman is the head guy behind PBC, and that's their advisor, Al Heyman does allow his fighters to fight on other networks, like The Zone and ESPN and other places. So, I think if Bob Arum overpaid, and I think he has to do this, because Ugas is the guy that got Pacquiao's title. When Pacquiao refused to fight a top 10 fighter within a certain amount of time, Pacquiao got stripped from his WBA title. And they gave the Super WBA title to Ugas. Now, Ugas has the title that Pacquiao has. Now, if Terrence Crawford fight Ugas, then that'd be a great fight because it'd be a unification fight. And also, it would give Terrence Crawford leverage whenever he's trying to fight somebody else because he'll have 2 of the major world titles in a 4 major world title division. But in order to get that Ugas fight, in my opinion, he has to pay stupid. Because I believe PBC would give that fight to Keith Thurman over Terrence Crawford if it's similar money. I think Top Rank would have to pay stupid amount of money to get that fight, champ. Oh, snap, hold on. Somebody said the WBA gave back the belt to Pacquiao. You lying. Hold up, let me see. WBA, what the, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I didn't see this. They gave the belt back to Pacquiao. I didn't even see that. Wow. See, this what happened, Johnny. The WBA, the Super WBA, Pacquiao had a Super WBA, and Ugas had the regular WBA. And Pacquiao was told to fight somebody in the top 10. He could have fought Mikey Garcia, could have fought Jesse Vargas, he could have fought Ugas, he could have fought a number of people, and Manny Pacquiao let time go by. And he was trying to fight Conor McGregor. There was rumors he was trying to fight this young kid called Ryan Garcia, who's a lightweight. And the WBA stripped Pacquiao and gave the belt to Ugas. But now, brought to my attention, and this is crazy. He said, you missed my comments earlier. I'm going to check it. He said, this is crazy. Now, the WBA gave Pacquiao his belt back. So now oh my God, if Errol Spence Jr. beat Manny Pacquiao, he would have 3 of the 4 major titles in. He would have beat a living, active legend in the sport of boxing. Wow, I didn't know that. Wow. So, Johnny, this is Manny Pacquiao with a Super WBA. Will be fighting Errol Spence Jr., who will be having the IBF in the WBC. Wow, Johnny. The winner gets 3 major belts. What do you think about that?
That'd be pretty good.
Oh, he said, I said that's why Spence switched up and picked Pac instead of Ugas. They're all good stuff, bro. Man. See, I didn't see that, because, man, I've been grinding. Listen, guys, I do my normal job. I've been doing a lot of fishing, but I ain't been taking my GoPro and I've been catching fish though, and I got a fishing channel, guys. Look up. A matter of fact, if you guys wanna, I appreciate it. You know, I got a channel I'm just starting. You know, I got a YouTube Love on there. Let me go to my channel. It's my fishing channel, guys. I appreciate it. I'm gonna type right now. It's Fishing for the Kitchen. So it's my fishing channel, guys. I got about maybe 3 or 4 or 5 videos. I would appreciate it if you guys sub to it. Guys, then that makes sense, Johnny, because at first, Errol Spence, when Ugas first got the Super WBA title, Errol Spence Jr. told Ugas, said, now you got something I want, right? So I thought that Ugas and Errol Spence Jr. was going to fight. People was almost talking like the fight was about to be announced. And then out of nowhere, it's like Errol Spence Jr. is fighting Manny Pacquiao. But when they announced this, like I said, guys, I never spoke on it. When they announced this, they never, at least I never heard that Manny Pacquiao got his belt back. So Johnny, I stand corrected. Pacquiao has his belt back. So Pacquiao has 1 belt, and Errol Spence Jr. has 2 belts. So the winner would get 3 belts, guys. Hey, this is going to be a good fight, Johnny. This is going to be a good fight, Johnny. Let's get them likes up.
It's going to be a good fight, don't you? It's going to be a good fight. I'm looking forward for you to lose. I got Errol Spence, you got Pacquiao. I'm looking forward to that,
Johnny. Johnny. I got Errol Spence Jr. winning. But you know what? Listen, Johnny. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Like I might give you a bet favor. I don't know yet. But right now, I think Errol can win. Listen, I'm being honest. I'm being 100% honest with everybody. Listen, this fight is going to be a damn good fight. Like, this is one of them fights that's honestly you don't want to miss, because even if Errol Spence Jr. going to come out and try to establish a jab, this is no Mikey Garcia. Errol Spence Jr. is not going to do to Manny Pacquiao what he did to Mikey Garcia. It's not going to happen. This is going to be different. Errol Spence Jr. is going to get hit with shots that he's going to see coming, but he can't get out the way. I'm going to repeat. He's going to see the shots coming, but he can't get out the way, because when they slow it down, you're going to see Errol Spence Jr. flinch up before getting popped in his mouth. Guys, this is going to be a good fight. Pacquiao is going to take some headshots. His hair going to be swinging in us, sweat knocking off of it. This is going to be a good fight. It's going to be a boxing match at times. It's going to be a grudge match at times. Pacquiao going to hit his glove and say, let's go. Johnny, listen, man. A matter of fact, I'm going to say this. I think this is a 55-45% fight. I'm a favor of Errol Spence Jr., but Pacquiao, this can be dangerous, guys. This can be dangerous. Listen, hey, I'm about to check that out, bro. I'm about to check that out, man. I'm about to listen to the interview and come back and give you guys some more work. I'm going to listen to the interview and then come back and give you guys some more work. Johnny, remember, all right, how about this, Johnny? Since Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder in the first fight, and you had Tyson Fury and you won the first fight where I had to pay up, how about this? I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to let you keep Tyson Fury in the third fight, and I'm going to take Deontay Wilder. I'm going to give you Tyson Fury because he won with him, and he's the favorite, and I take Deontay Wilder. How about that? Deal?
You for the comment, I for the decided.
Think about it, Johnny.
I think I do like I say. Tyson Fury won.
That's what I'm saying. Tyson Fury won the first fight. I mean, he won the second fight, and he is favored. Like right now, they have Tyson. They say it's gonna be worse than this time. He gonna stop him in 4 rounds. They said it's gonna be worse. So I'm giving you Fury. I just want Wilder. I'm a ride with the Bronx Bomber. I'm a ride with the Bronx Bombers. Shotgun too.
Are you ready to lose again? That's what you want to lose again?
Johnny, bet made? Yes or no? Bet made? Yes or no?
I think that bet because I bet you.
Bam. All right. There it is. All right, guys. Let me get ready and going. I've been live for a long time. Appreciate you guys coming rocking out with your boy TDub. What's Blazing the Sports. Johnny, want to say anything to the people, man, before we go?
Well, that's gonna be a good fight. Then, so we're gonna see Floyd get his ass up next month.
You saying Floyd Mayweather gonna lose to Logan Paul?
Yeah.
Johnny, you straight out of comic book, champ. All right, man. All right, this my boy Johnny. This me. All right, Johnny, man. Thanks for calling. We're gonna rock out again. I appreciate it, champ. All right. All right, guys. That's my boy Johnny, man. Hey, guys, listen. I appreciate you guys rocking out with me. I actually went a little longer than I thought I was gonna go. I hope you guys appreciate it. Hope you guys smash the like button. Hope you share the channel. If you came in on this video and you missed it, go back to the beginning, man. Catch whatever you want, speed through, listen whatever you want, enjoy it, guys. I'm giving you this work. Only thing I ask is that you hit the like button. I would like if you subscribe to the channel, help the channel grow. Subscribe to it, give us become part of the family, the Blazing family. You know how we do it. Listen, we back at like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers every bit of this work. My boy American Pastor Travel always making it do what it do, better yet what it does. It's TDub. Guys, I'm out.
Hi, this is America's Pastor inviting you to stay tuned for the world's greatest boxing commentary. Now, he's often imitated, but never duplicated. I want you to put your hands together and give him some love.
Oh, yeah.
As we welcome the one,
the only,
the only.
Oh, yeah.